I've never owned a car since I joined automotive 30 years, and the 30th anniversary Miata is my first car that I have a personal attachment to. I don't, in my job, you can't afford to have a personal attachment to cars. Hi, my name is Steven Tan. I'm a CEO for Mazda in the Philippines. I'm here to tell a story about my journey with the MX-5 on the Miata. My encounter with the Miata really started in 2010 when I was posted to the Philippines. And I basically launched the 2010 NC, but sometimes called NC2. I do want to bring up the brand. I think, Philippines is huge in sports car. There are amazing collection of sports car in the country. And there's a lot of passion around it. In my job, you can't afford to have a personal attachment to cars, right? Because I will tell the dealers and my friends sometimes, especially my dealers, they say, oh, I want to buy this car, I want to keep this car. I said, no, that's not our job. Our job is to sell cars, not keep cars. In 2019, the company announced that they will be producing 3,000 of this 30th anniversary. And they introduced it in one color, which is the racing orange. And I saw the car and I absolutely loved it. And they said, how many do you want? By this time, I have credibility. I mean, I could get as many to limits to some extent that I want. And they were expecting that I wanted 30. I said, no, I think this is a bit more expensive now. My confidence level is not that high anymore. I'm not as bullish as I used to be, so I ordered 20. I received an invitation from the Manila Sports Car Club to say, Steven, would you come in and introduce this car to us? And so I did. One morning on Sunday, I walked in, I did a presentation, I walked out from the restaurant where we had in the Polo Club, and 4 guys followed me out, right? And they said, Steve, we want one. And I said, okay. So we wrote down the names, and I knew that I won't have enough. So the next day, I called up Japan and said, I'm sorry, I need another 10. They said, no more. That's it. We allocated everything out. You wanted 20, we gave you 20, and that was it. So I made friends in Japan over the years. Some friends that I made, they were executive now, they are very high ranked. And one of them, his name was Aoyama-san, and he was a new president of Mazda Europe. And so I wrote an email to my I said, I know that you have some allocation, I've heard that Europe had allocation, and I just want 10. Can you just give me 10? And Aoyama-san has always been a friend to me, big supporter. And before I knew it, Japan sent a message that I got 12. I said, wow, I asked for 10 and I got 12. If the math works, I have 32, right? And a month later, I got a call from Japan again and said, Steve, I know you have 12. Can you give us one? Because Singapore has a motor show and they want to launch the MX-5 and they want to have a star. I said, can you just give him one? I didn't have to, but we are all colleagues. I said, sure. And so we have 31. But I forgot that we took reservation for 30. So I go for a meeting once a month to Japan. And on the train to Hiroshima from Fukuoka, I had the text message that says, Aoyama-san, the last car, Stephen, the last car is going to you now. And I said, what do you mean? He said, well, job loss, 3,000 out of 3,000. That's the car coming to you. I was so sad, because I've sold all the cars. So the 3,000 out of 3,000 will be going to somebody. And so I was very sad in the whole journey. And I said, how do I keep this car? And then when I reached Hiroshima, I thought, wait, hang on. I have 31 cars, I have 30 customers. So that car is mine. And so it's been with me since 2019, and I love it, and I like to tell stories of it. And the last car of the 3000 landed in the Philippines, and that's the story. see Albert to go left just now on the island.
Oh yeah.
C, NB, right?
NC.
NC, yeah. It would just basically be mirrored. But then the wheels are facing out that way.
Let's do it.
Yeah. So we'll just wait for the cars to come in.
Okay.